Because you might feel that you're living at the highest self right now, but you still don't feel fulfilled. The reason you do not feel fulfilled in your life is because you lack that love inside you. You lack that connection inside you. So what you do is seek connections on the outside, while the only connection you should be worried about is the one you have inside you, within you. Start your self-love journey and embrace a new you, a better you, a beautiful you, and live your life to the fullest. Let me tell you one thing. It's not an easy journey, just like any journey. You will see the ups and you will see the downs. You will have challenges, you will face every obstacle, but it's on you how you operate. It's on you how you take charge of those obstacles and challenges and still go ahead with your journey, because it's so personal to you and close to your heart. You know the journey better than anybody knows it. You know it in your heart why you want to take that path, why you want to be on that journey. Self-love is that journey for me. It's so close to me that no matter who says what about it, I will still be there cheering for self-love and being yes. Self-love truly changed me and self-love truly saved me. This is the year wherein you take charge for your life and say, yes, I deserve better, I deserve more, and I deserve to have a life that feels fulfilled. I deserve self-love in my life, and you are the one who will give that to yourself this year, and I will help you guys. I just want to make sure that whoever listens to me, just know the fact that it's all coming from the heart. It's all coming from pure intentions, and it's all coming from the lessons that I've learned, the learnings I've had the journey. Maybe now people are talking about it. When I started the journey, no aesthetic reel was being made on self-love. Nobody was promoting self-love. People have started embracing self-love. So yeah, this journey is beautiful, and I love how people have started to normalize self-love, because you know what? We all need that. It feels so good to see that everyone's embracing self-love. I don't want the true essence of self-love get lost. So let's start busting all the myths around self-love and have a beautiful journey with the self-love. And let's get started right here. Just like every journey, you will face the problems. Whenever you feel like quitting, just remember your higher version is counting on you. The steps you take right now, today, the higher self is counting on you. You owe it to yourself to live your most authentic life, to live your dreams. You owe it to yourself. Don't get lost in the noises. Don't get lost in the failure. Do not get lost in the crowd. You need to stand out because you deserve to stand out. And this journey is all about being authentic to yourself first, and then you face the world. But don't bring people into the same emotion, because and I see a trend of people now crying on Instagram. They're like, we want to normalize crying. Go ahead and normalize crying. But what you're doing is everyone is now crying and putting a camera on. Again, they're trying to find a connection on social media, not within themselves. So I'm not saying the issue is that they're crying and filming themselves. The issue is they're not imparting the wisdom. They're just showing them feeling low. They're not imparting any good. Feel all those emotions in the dark, so that when you come out and the lesson that you learn, you teach that lesson to people. You do not bring people to their same level of emotions. You say, hey, listen, I was there and I felt it. And it's okay to feel it. But I came out of it. The way you came out of it and what you learned out of it, you inspire people to do the same. I want the real in the world. I want the real to come out in the world. Enough of us feeling that realness isn't there when the nature is truly real. When the universe tells you that you are real, look at the nature, look at the creation around us that universe created. It's all real. Then why do we fake everything in the world of realness? Why do we fake and put a mask on thinking we'll be accepted? Why do we think anybody will accept us? When in reality, we are only denying our own self within our home inside us. Too many emotions. It's getting too much. Yeah, I think I feel too much today. Much of emotions in me, and I want to just use all these emotions, not deny them. Use them to speak my highest truth in a way that's true, in a way that's close to God, in a way that's close to the universe. Let's talk about self-love. Let's start busting all the myths around self-love. The first myth Self-love is selfish. Self-love isn't selfish, it's selfless. The moment you start having a connection to yourself, the moment you start loving yourself, you know exactly what you need out of yourself and out of your life. And when you love yourself, you teach people how to love themselves. And not just that, you teach people how to love you truly. Self-love could feel selfish only to people who don't want to see you happy, who don't want to see you shine. Self-love isn't about taking away from something. It's about giving in more. Imagine there are 2 cups. The first one, it's completely full. And the second one, it's kind of empty. Let's say it's 1/4 of the cup, okay? So this cup, if you put more water, it's going to overflow. So imagine that water is the love. Now the love that you want to give others, it's from the overflow because you've already filled your cup. So you never feel empty. But if you pour from an empty cup, you do not even have enough. Imagine this empty cup with only this much of water, 1/4 of water, and you try to give that to people around you. What's gonna happen? That cup is gonna get empty because nobody's filling that. It's your responsibility to fill your own cup. So if you don't even fill that cup and you're giving it completely to people around you, it's coming out of lack. You do not have it in you to give it to anybody. In reality, you're empty inside. So what you should be doing, fill your own cup so you never feel empty. Now when you give from a full cup, it's gonna overflow, and the love and the joy will never feel empty. So it's not selfish, it's selfless. It's only selfish to people who don't want to see your cup full. They want to see your cup empty, because that means you are in lack and you will always seek validation from the outside for them to fill it. So you know what you do is give your power away to others and people around you to fill your cup. When in reality, self-love is all about you take your own cup and fill it up. Okay? Second myth. So you mean self-love is about feeling perfect. What you're saying is that when you love yourself, you start feeling perfect and that's when everything changes? No! Perfection is the word that's holding you back. Because the moment you start chasing perfection in a world that's deeply flawed, you are chasing the wrong thing, my girl. Self-love teaches you to embrace your imperfections, to see those imperfections, to embrace those imperfections and still see the love inside you and feel the love inside you. That's what self-love is. I used to think that once I started feeling perfect, everything was going to be okay. Because I was trying to chase something that was completely out of my reach. You cannot ever attain perfection. Embrace the differences. Don't chase after perfection because that isn't real. What's real is the differences, the imperfection in you and all around you. Look at the nature, look at the trees. Will you ever find a tree that looks similar to the other one? No. Every tree that you see will have different shape, form, size. But no tree tries to compete with another tree. Nature is beautiful. It's complete and it's so different. Every rose petal that you see, everything is just so different, and the uniqueness and the differences make them beautiful. Third myth, that self-love is all about getting your pretty nails, going for a spa day, getting the massages, but no. Yes, you must first change your physiology because that's the easiest thing you can do. How you look like defines how you feel. Because the moment you're feeling low and you go and get your blow dry, you go and get a haircut, you see a different you in the mirror and you automatically have that spark back in you. But that is the first step. It ends when you come back home in your PJs without your makeup. Do you see yourself without makeup and see the beauty? You make everything perfect on the outside, but in the inside, you still are denying yourself without the makeup, without those clothes, without the brands. Do you see yourself completely naked and still say, hey, I love you? So self-love isn't about just working on the external, but it has more to do with how you feel inside. You have to start working even on the inside, even on days when you're not feeling perfect. Even on days when you're feeling so low and you feel that I don't look so good. Do you still show compassion to yourself? Hey, I know we don't feel perfect today, but that's completely okay. Because not every day you're supposed to feel the same and you're supposed to look perfect. It's okay. Whatever I'm feeling right now and however I'm looking, I love me. I love me regardless of the makeup I wear. I love me regardless of the clothes, the brands I wear. I love me in every situation and in every place that I go to. Try to look at yourself in the mirror without any makeup, without any perfect looking hair, without perfect nails. See yourself for the real you that you are, the realness that you carry. See yourself in the mirror and then say, hey, I like what I see, and I truly and completely accept you for who you are. You are my being, and I truly love you and I truly adore you, and I'm here for you and I love you. I truly and completely love you. Do that today. When you're saying it in the mirror and you're like, the inner dialogue is like, shut up, what are you talking about? We don't need this. I know you're lying. I don't believe it. Keep repeating it over and over, because with repetition you build the right muscle in the brain, the right self-talk in your body, and you change the internal dialogue. It's all about the reps. So keep affirming it daily and realize that one day it'll click when you'll start actually believing everything you're saying. I deserve more. Today I remember I was taking a shower, and after the shower I'm like, I deserve more. Earlier, I never would believe it. I was like, yeah, whatever, we don't deserve it. But today, I felt like, yeah, you deserve more. My self-talk agreed with me, and I felt, wow, Drishti, we have truly changed ourselves. We are truly working on a highest being. And fourth myth, self-love is easy. The hardest thing that I had to do was tell myself I love me. Not just tell myself, but feel that within me. The hardest thing that I had to do was feel that I was enough and I was worthy enough. Self-love isn't easy. It's not for faint-hearted, and it doesn't just come quickly. One day you decide to love and the next day you love yourself. Oh, it's a process, it's a journey. So you have to stay consistent and be disciplined enough to love yourself and see the toxic pattern in you and the cycle in you, and see the toxic traits in you, to change for better, to strive for better, and to love yourself completely and truly. Letting go of shame, letting go of hurt, letting go of all the traumas. You think that is easy. It's the hardest thing you will do, to sit with yourself, maybe with your therapist, and start unfolding and start unpacking the baggage with that person or just by alone, and realizing that life could be beautiful once you come out of that, once you start unpacking and unfolding. And fifth one, self-love is a one-time achievement. Oh, once you have it, it'll stay with you. Till the time you are alive is the time you are in this journey. And with that journey, remember, things will change, your purpose will change, you will change, you will face more fears, you will face more difficulties in life. But every difficulty that comes to you, you start facing challenges and fears in a different way now, in a better way now, because with every fear comes the innate belief that I can conquer that fear. I will not let the fear control me. That is the power of self-love, that self-belief that you create within yourself, that I can do it and I can make me. I've come this far. What makes me believe that I won't go far ahead? I'm worthy of it. So self-love is not a one-time achievement, it's an ongoing process, and you have to show up for yourself even on days when you do not feel so good, and you let yourself cry. Even when you're feeling so angry, but you channel that anger in a better way. You don't hurt another being with your anger. You realize that all your emotions are precious because they're telling you something. You do not use your emotions against somebody else. You use them to guide you and to direct your life. So self-love is an ongoing process. Self-love isn't a trend that you should follow. It's a way of living your life, seeing yourself through your lens and seeing the perfections and the imperfections inside you. allowing yourself to be fully in your own self, and speaking your truth, speaking your needs. Self-love is not about pleasing everybody and shouting, hey, listen, look at me, I'm not what you're thinking. Self-love is, I don't care who thinks what about me, but I truly care what I think about me. If I go around trying to change people's perception about me, I will just get so tired and lost. But the moment I come to myself and come home to myself and I tell myself who I am, and I feel that I'm done. So self-love gives you that power that you don't try to change anybody who thinks whatever. You give them the freedom to think whatever they want to do. You could be the villain in their story and you're completely okay with it, because you do not control how they perceive you, but you do control how you perceive yourself, how you see yourself, and the way you see you truly matters. So you need to have that lens, clear that lens of all the outside noise that's telling you what you should be doing and how you should be living, because your truest self knows what you should be doing with your life. Your true essence knows who you are. So believe that, believe yourself, and look at yourself in the mirror and have that connection, because the people will come and go. They will betray you, they will disappoint you, they'll give you love to enjoy, and you need put people in your life. But with self-love comes who you allow in your life. Self-love comes the ability to not allow everyone to enter your life, but only limited people who have the right intention and the right mindset, because you want to thrive in your life. You don't want to be drained and be lost in the crowd and in the noise. So my empowered beings, I hope this episode was helpful to you, and I want you to realize that self-love is a journey that you need to embark on, because without self-love, the life doesn't feel as fulfilling. It doesn't feel content. With the self-love comes your own voice, comes the courage to use your own voice and embrace your own self and let yourself be seen by the outside. Like you shine through because the shine comes from within. And I just want you to just take one thing from this episode. Take it that self-love is a way of living, and start today. And I know there'll be times wherein you'll have to sit with yourself in your darkness, but remember, only through the darkness you come out flying. Then you no longer fear those darkness. You learn how to handle the darkness, but you do not fear the darkness. And I hope you just start on this journey. I'll see you the next time. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you the next week. Thank you.